Have you ever opened your banking app, paused for a second, and then closed it without checking? Or maybe you already know it's bad, so you just avoid it completely. No numbers, no stress, no reality. For a moment, it feels better, but later, that quiet anxiety comes back. This isn't laziness. This isn't irresponsibility. This is psychology. Because avoiding your bank balance isn't about money. It's about emotion. And once you understand why you do it, you can finally take back control. Your brain doesn't like pain. And seeing a low balance, that's emotional pain. It triggers thoughts like, I messed up. I'm behind in life. I should be doing better. So instead of facing it, your brain chooses the easier option, avoidance. Because in the short term, ignorance feels safer than truth. When you don't check your balance, your brain creates a false sense of safety. It's like saying, if I don't see it, it's not that bad. But here's the problem. Your financial situation doesn't pause. Just because you stopped looking at it, bills still exist. Spending still happens, debt still grows. Avoidance doesn't fix the problem. It just delays the moment you face it. Money is deeply personal. It's not just numbers, it's tied to your self-worth, your discipline, your life choices. So when your bank balance is low, it can feel like you are the problem, not your habits, not your system. You! And that creates shame. So instead of confronting the number, you avoid it to protect your identity. Avoiding your bank balance feels good for a moment. No stress, no guilt, no pressure. Your brain rewards that feeling. And over time, this becomes a habit. Stress, avoid, relief, repeat. This is the same loop behind. Procrastination, emotional spending, ignoring responsibilities. And just like those, it gets stronger the more you repeat it. Here's where it gets dangerous. When you avoid your balance, you're more likely to spend emotionally because you're disconnected from reality. You don't feel the impact of your spending. So you tell yourself, it's fine. It's just this once. I deserve it. But without awareness, small spending turns into big damage. Avoiding your balance doesn't remove anxiety. It actually increases it because now your brain fills the gap with uncertainty. What if it's worse than I think? What if I can't pay my bills? What if something goes wrong? And uncertainty is often more stressful than the truth itself. So instead of one uncomfortable moment, you create ongoing anxiety. Checking your bank balance forces you to face control, and control means responsibility. You might have to cut back, change habits, make tough decisions. That's uncomfortable, so your brain avoids it by choosing, I'll deal with it later. But later rarely comes. Your relationship with money didn't start today. It started when you were young. If you grew up with financial stress, arguments about money, scarcity mindset, then money became linked to fear. So now, as an adult, checking your balance doesn't feel neutral. It feels threatening. And your brain reacts accordingly. Some people avoid their bank balance because they expect everything to be perfect. They think, if it's not where I want it to be, I don't want to see it. So instead of tracking progress, they wait for a perfect moment. But perfection never comes, and avoidance continues. This is one of the most common mental traps. I'll check it tomorrow. I'll deal with it next week. I'll fix it when I have more money. But here's the truth. Avoidance doesn't buy you time. It costs you time. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to fix. You might be working hard, earning money, trying your best. But when your bank balance doesn't reflect that, it creates frustration. So instead of facing that mismatch, you avoid it. Because it feels unfair. Avoiding your bank balance might feel harmless, but it comes with real consequences. Missed bills, late fees, growing debt, financial stress, loss of control, and most importantly, you lose awareness. And awareness is the first step to change. Avoiding your bank balance doesn't mean you're bad with money. It means you're human. Your brain is trying to protect you from discomfort. But protection in the short term often creates damage in the long term. The goal isn't to suddenly become perfect. It's to make checking your balance feel safe again. Start small. Step 1, reduce the emotional pressure. Don't attach meaning to the number. It's not a judgment. It's just data. Step 2, make it a routine. Check your balance at the same time every day. Morning, evening, doesn't matter. Consistency removes fear. Step 3, pair it with something positive. Check your balance while drinking coffee, listening to music, sitting in a calm space. This rewires the emotional response. Step 4, Start without judgment. No criticism, no guilt. Just observe. Step 5. Focus on awareness, not perfection. You don't need to fix everything today. You just need to know where you stand. The moment you stop avoiding your bank balance, something powerful happens. You move from fear, awareness, avoidance, control, anxiety, clarity. And clarity is where change begins. Your bank balance isn't your enemy. It's a reflection, and avoiding it doesn't protect you. It keeps you stuck. So next time you open your banking app, don't close it. Pause, look, and remind yourself, you're not facing numbers. You're taking back control of your life.